no 1,000 crowns neither. Hola, Dennis!
Called, your worship?
Was not Charles, the Duke's wrestler, here to speak with me?
So please you, he's at the door and requests to see you.
Call him in. Will be a good way. And tomorrow the wrestling is.
Tomorrow, your worship.
Good Monsieur Charles. What is the new news at the new court?
There's no news at the court but the old news. That is, the old Duke being banished by his younger brother, the new Duke. The 3 or 4 loving lords have gone into voluntary exile with him. Wherefore their lands and revenues enriching the new Duke, he gives good leave to wander.
Can you tell if Rosalind, the Duke's daughter, be banished with her father?
Oh, no, sir. For her cousin, the Duke's daughter, some loves her that she'd have gone into exile with her or died to have stayed behind. Oh, sir, she's still at the court, and no less loved of the Duke than his own daughter. Never two ladies loved, sir.
Where will the old Duke live?
They say he's in the forest of the Ardennes, and the many merry men there with him. And there they live like the old Robin Hood of England. They say that many young gentlemen go to it every day and fleet the time carelessly as they did in the Golden World.
What? You wrestle tomorrow before the new Duke?
Oh, marry, I do, sir. I was to acquaint you with the matter that I came hither. I am given secretly to understand that your brother Orlando hath a disposition to come in disguise against me tomorrow to try for a fall. Now, tomorrow, sir, I wrestle for my fate. And any man shall escape me without some broken limb has acquitted himself well. Now, your brother Orlando is but young and tender, and for the love I bear you, I'd be loath to foil, which I must do for mine own honour. Therefore, the great law I bear you, I came hither to acquaint you with all, that you could stay him from his repentment, or bear well such disgraces he shall run into, as it's a thing of his own doing, and altogether against my will.
Charles, I thank thee for thy love, which thou shalt find I will most kindly requite. I have myself notice of my brother's purpose herein, have by secret means laboured to dissuade him from it, but he is resolute. I tell thee, Charles, it is the stubbornest young fellow of France, full of ambition, an envious hater of every man's good parts, a secret and villainous contriver against me, his natural brother. Therefore, use thy discretion. I had as lief thou didst break his neck at his finger. And thou wert best look to it. For if thou dost him any slight disgrace, or if he do not mightily grace himself on me, he will plot against thee by poison, entrap thee by some treacherous device, and never leave thee till he hath taken thy life by some indirect means or other. Oh, I assure thee, and almost with tears I speak it, there is not one so young and so villainous this day living. I speak but brotherly of him, but should I anatomize him to thee as he is, I must blush and weep, and thou must look pale and wonder.
Mary, I am glad I came hither. If he come against me tomorrow, I'll give him his will. If ever he walk alone again, I'll wrestle for prize no more. So, God keep your watch.
Farewell, good Charles. Now will I stern gamester. I hope I shall see an end of him, for my soul, yet I know not why, hates nothing more than he. Yet is gentle, never schooled and yet learned, most noble device. Of all sorts enchantingly beloved, and indeed so much in the heart of the world, and especially of my own people who best know him, that I am altogether despised. But it shall not be so long. This wrestler shall solve all. Nothing remains but that I kindle the boy thither, which now I'll go about.
I praise thee, Rosalind. Sweet my cuz, be merry.
Dear Celia, I shall not last tonight, Mrs. Scott. Would you yet would marry us? Unless you could teach me to forget a banished father, you must not learn me to remember any extraordinary pleasure.
Herein I see a thou
Where's your father?
Where you sent to arrest me?
Ah, by my honour. But it would be come for you.
Where learned you that, old fool?
On a certain night. That swore by honour they were good meat cakes. Swore that the mustard was naught. Now I'll stand to it that the mustard was good and the meat cakes were naught. And it was not the night forsworn.
How prove you that in the great heap of your knowledge? Ay, marry, now unmuzzle your wisdom.
Stand you both forth now. Stroke your chins. You swear by your beard that I am an ape.
By our beards, if we had them, thou art.
And by my knavery, if I have it, then I were. But if you swear by that is not, you are not forsworn. No more was this night, swearing by his honour, for he never had any. Or if he had, he'd sworn it away ever before he saw those meat cakes or that mustard.
Who does that thou mean?
Was it old Frederick or father loves?
My father's love is enough to honour him enough. Speak no more of him. You'll be whipped for your satire one of these days.
The more pity that fools may not speak wisely, what wise men do foolishly.
Thou sayest true. For since the little wasted foolcraft was silent, the little foolery that wise men have makes a great show. Here comes Monsieur the Beau, with his mouth full of news, which he shall put upon us, as pigeons feed their young. Then we shall be newscraft? All the better. We shall be more knowledgeable. Bonjour, Monsieur the Beau. What's the news?
There, with death. You have lost such good sport.
Sport? Of what colour?
Of what colour, madam? How shall I answer you?
And which of fortune will?
Or as the destinies he gives.
Well said. That was laid on with a trowel.
But now if I lose at my land.
If I lose it, I also.
You amazed me, ladies. I would have told you of good wrestling, which you have lost the sight of.
Yet tell us the manner of wrestling.
I will tell you the beginning, and if it please your ladyship, you may see the end. The best is yet to do, and here where you are, they are coming to perform it.
The beginning. That is dead and buried.
There comes an old man and his three sons.
I could match this beginning with an old tale.
We had some young men of excellent worth and presence.
With bills on their necks. Be it known unto all men by these present.
The eldest of the three wrestled with Charles, the Duke's wrestler, who, in a moment, threw him and broke three of his ribs. His little hope of lying in him. And so he served the second, and so the third. Yonder they lie. The poor old man, their father, making such pitiful lamentation over them, that all the beholders take part with his weeping.
Alas!
But what, monsieur, is the sport that the ladies have lost?
Why, this that I speak of.
They grow wiser each day. It's the first time I've ever heard the breaking of ribs was sport for ladies.
Why, I promise you. But is there another, Mrs. Richardson? Is there another long to hear this broken music in his side? Should we see this wrestling, cousin?
Must you stay here? For here is the place appointed, and they're ready to perform it.
Yonder show they are coming. Let us stay now and see it.
Come on, since the youth will not be entreated, his own peril on his rashness.
Is yonder the man?
Oh, yes, that is he.
Alas, he is young. Yet he looks successful.
How now, daughter and cousin, are you crept hither to see the wrestling?
Right, my liege. So please you give us leave.
You will take little delight in it, I can tell you. The odds are on the man. In pity of the challenger's youth, I would fain dissuade him, but he will not be moved. Speak to him, ladies. See if you can move him.
Call him hither, good Monsieur Le Beau.
Yes, do so. I'll not deny.
Monsieur the Challenger, the princess calls for you.
I attend them with all respect and duty.
Young sir, have you challenged Charles the wrestler?
No, fair princess. He is the general challenger. I come within as others do, to try within the strength of my youth.
Good sir, your spirits are too bold for your years. You have seen cruel proof of this man's strength. If you saw yourself as you are, or knew yourself with your judgment,
wherein if I be foiled, there is but one shamed that was never favoured, if killed, but one dead that is willing to be so. I shall do my friends no wrong, for I have none to lament me, the world no injury, for in it I am nothing. Only in the world I may fill up a place that shall be better supplied when I am gone.
The little strength I have, I would it were with you, and mine, sweet out hers. Very well, young sir. Pray heaven I be deceived in you. Your heart's desires be with you.
Now, where is this young gallant that is so desirous to lie with Mother Earth?
Ready, sir, but his will hath in it a more modest working.
Now you shall try but one fall.
Your grace, please do not entreat it to a second that hath so mighty been persuaded for first.
If you meant to mock me after, you should not have mocked me before. But come, make haste.
Now, Hercules, be thy speed, young man. I wish I were invisible so I could catch that strong fellow by the reins.
Oh, nice one, Charles. Come on, Charles.
Yes, come on, Charles. Oh, excellent, young man, excellent! I had a thunderbolt in my eye, I can tell you sit down.
No more! No more! How dost thou, Charles?
Cannot speak, my lord.
Get away! What is thy name, young man?
Orlando, my liege, the youngest son of Sir Roland de Boys.
Wouldst thou have been son to some man else? The world esteemed thy father honourable, but I did find him still mine enemy. Thou shouldst have better pleased me with this deed, hadst thou descended from another house. But fare thee well, thou art a gallant youth. I would thou had have told me of another father.
I were my father, would I do this?
I am more proud to be Sir Roland's son, his youngest son, and would not change that sake to be adopted heir to Frederick.
My father loved Sir Roland dearly, and all the world was of my father's mind. Had I before known this young man his son, I would have given tears unto entreaties ere he should thus have ventured. Gentle cousin, let us go thank him and encourage him. My father's rough and envious disposition gives me his heart. Good sir, you have well deserved. If you do keep your promises in love, but justly as you have exceeded all promise, your mistress shall be happy. Gentlemen, where this is, one out of suit with fortune, that could give more, but that our hands lack means. Shall we go, Count? Fare you well, good gentlemen.
Can I have say I thank you? My better parts are all thrown down, and that which here stands up is but a quinton, a mere lifeless block.
He calls us back. My pride fell with my fortune, I'll ask him what he will. Did you call, sir? Sir, you have wrestled well, and overthrown more than your enemies. Will you go, cards, and come in? Very well.
What passion hangs these weights upon my tongue? I could not speak to her, yet she urged conference. Poor Orlando, thou art o'erthrown! Or Charles, or something weaker masters thee.
to leave this place. Albeit you have deserved high commendation, true applause, and love. But such is the Duke's condition that he misconstrues all that you have done. The Duke is moody. What he is indeed more suits you to conceive than I to speak of.
Thank you, sir, and pray you tell me this. Which of the two was daughter of the Duke that here was at the wrestling?
Oh, neither his daughter would judge by manners, but yet indeed the smaller is his daughter. The other is daughter to the banished Duke, who is here detained by her usurping uncle to keep his daughter company. I can tell you, of late, his Duke hath taken displeasure against his gentle niece, grounded upon no other argument but that the people praise her for her virtues and pity her for her good father's sake. And on my life, his malice against the lady will suddenly break forth. Sir, fare you well. Hereafter, in a better world than this, I shall desire more love and knowledge of you.
I rest much bounded to you. Fare you well. Now must I from the smoker to the smother. Tyrant Duke, unto a tyrant brother. Oh, heavenly Rosalind!
Why, cousin? Why, Rosalind? Cupid have mercy, not a word, not one to throw a stone. No, for thy words are too precious to throw away upon curse. Throw some of them at me. Come, lay me with reason. Then there were two cousins laid up, when the one was laid with reason, and the other mad without any. But is all this for your father? No, some of it is for my child's father. Oh, how full of briars is this working day world. They are but birds, cousin, thrown upon us in holiday foolery. If we walk not in the trodden paths, our very petticoats will catch them. I could shake them off my coat. These birds are in my heart. Tear them away. I would cry him if I could have him. Come, come. Wrestle with my affection. They take the part of a better wrestler than myself. Oh, a good wish upon you. You will try in time, in despite of a fool. Returning me to James Atkinson. Is it possible, on such a sudden, that you should fall into so strong a liking with old Sir Rowland, youngest son? The Duke, my father, loved his father dearly. Does it therefore ensue that you should love his son dearly? By this kind of chase, I should hate him dearly, for my father hated his father dearly. Yet I hate not Orlando. No, faith, hate him not, for my sake. Why should I not? Doth he not deserve well? Let me love him for that, and you must love him because I love him. Here comes the Duke, with his eyes full of anger.
Mistress, dispatch you with your safest haste, and get you from our court.
Me, uncle?
You, cousin. Within these 10 days, if thou beest found so near our public quarters 20 miles, thou diest for it.
I do beseech your grace, let me the knowledge of my fault bear with me. If with myself I hold intelligence, or have acquaintance with mine own desires, if that I dream, or be not frantic, as I do trust I am not, then, dear uncle, never so much as in a thought unformed did I offend your highness.
Thus do all traitors. If their purgation did consist in words, they are as innocent as grace itself. Let it suffice thee that I trust thee not.
Yet your mistrust cannot make me a traitor. Tell me whereon the likelihood depends.
Thou art thy father's daughter, there's enough.
So was I when your highness took his dukedom. So was I when your highness banished him. Treason is not inherited, my lord. For if it were derived from my kin, what's that to me? My father was no traitor. Then my liege, mistake me not so much to think my property is treacherous. Dear sovereign, hear me speak.
Aye, Celia, we kept her for your sake, else had she with her father ranged along.
I did not then entreat to have her
and thou wilt shone more bright, and appear more virtuous when she is gone. Then open not thy lips. Firm and irrevocable is the doom I have passed upon her. She is banished.
Pronounce that sentence then on me, my liege. I cannot live out of her company.
You are a fool! You need to provide yourself. If you outstay the time, upon mine honour and in the greatness of my word, you die.
Oh, my poor Rosalind! Whither wilt thou go? Wilt thou change fathers? I will give thee mine. I charge thee, be thou not more grieved than I am. I have more cause, thou hast not, cousin. Knowest thou not the Duke hath banished me, his daughter? That he hath not. No, hath not. Rosalind Laxton, the love will teach me that thou and I am one. Shall we be sundered? Shall we part, sweet girl? No. Let my father seek another heir. For devises me how we may fly, whither to go and what to bear with us. And do not seek to take your change upon you, to bear your griefs and leave me out. For by this heaven now is our sorrows pale. Say what thou canst, I'll go along with thee. But why? Whither shall we go? To seek my uncle in the forest of Ardennes. Alas, what danger will that be to us, maids as we are, to travel forth so far? Beauty provoketh thieves sooner than gold. I'll put myself in a poor and mean attire, and with a kind of umber smirch my face, the like to you. So may we pass along and never stir a sailing. Were it not better that because I am more than common tall, I should dress myself all points like a man, a gallant cutlass high upon my thigh, a boar spear in my hand, and in my heart lie there what hidden women's spears they will. We'll have a swashing and a marshal outside, as many other mannish cowards do that do deceive in far Paris straight. But what shall I call thee when thou art a man? I'll have no worse a name than Jove's own page. Therefore look you call me Ganymede. But what will you be called? Something that hath reference to my state. No longer Celia, but Aliena. Help us. What if we attempt to steal that foolish clown from out your father's court? Would he not be comfort to our trouble? He'll go over wide world with me. Leave me alone to look. Now let's get away, and guess our jewels and our wealth together. Devises me the fittest time and the safest way to hide us from pursuit that will be made after my flight. Now go we in content, to liberty and not to banishment.
Now may co-mate some brothers in exile. Hath not old custom made this life more sweet than that of painted pomp? Are not these woods more free from peril than the envious court? Here feel we not the penalty of Adam, the season's difference, as the icy fang and churlish chiding of the winter wind, which when it bites and blows upon my body, even till I shrink with cold, like spires and